Okay, welcome everybody to the Fictive Fun stream. Tonight we are doing something different. We are not playing Shadow the Demon Lord. We are taking a break from it. To tell you the truth, I was a little burnt out on running it. We had been running it for a week straight, so I figured it was a good time to take a little break, do something else. So tonight we are playing Monsterhearts. Please bear with me, it's my first time running it. And I think it's quite a few first time for people playing it. Um, I'm not sure. Dolan or Lou, have you ever played Monsterhearts?
I have not.
I played it once a week ago.
You played it once a
really
week ago?
fun.
So you have some familiarity with it, even though a small bit. I played it twice, and one of them was a play-by-post, so it wasn't really like a face-to-face thing. So, yeah, let's get into it. We are in the midst of character creation. Um, so far, let me get back to the Roll20. We have Victor, the Fae. We have Damien, the Infernal. We have Hannah, the Ghoul, and we have Riley, you're the Hollow. It was confusing me on the names because the names it shows in on some of the sheets at the top, because I had pulled them out, still shows the generated names that are just like gibberish. So I kept having to open up the sheets. But yeah, we're gonna continue making characters, and then we're gonna go around the table and kind of build our setting. Talk about where do we want to set our game of shitty, messy, teenage, sexy lives. So let's go ahead and discuss that. You can continue looking at your character sheets to decide on what moves you want to take, or you can hold off on them until we get closer to the end of setting creation. So let's start out. What kind of setting interests everybody? Like time period, location.
I like the 90s, but like the early 90s.
So,
Yeah, I'd agree. I was thinking of a modern era, so yeah, it kind of fits in.
so early 90s would put it before cell phones.
Yes.
Oh,
Where the
Awesome.
time where everything was radical,
It
man.
was so much easier to make friends because everybody wasn't in constant contact with all of their friends. They're like, no, I already got friends. Sorry, they're all here in my phone.
Yeah.
that's where I
Uh,
got born.
I went to school actually. I graduated high school in the 90s. So I know what it was like not to have cell phones, and I do not know how kids survive with cell phones in high schools nowadays. Because like before, you didn't find out the gossip until like the next day. You know, when your friends told you. Now, like you find out the gossip like 20 seconds after it happens.
Yeah, my naked butt would be all over the internet for sure
Oh,
if
Lord.
I hadn't been around.
Being a kid nowadays must be horrible, man.
Yeah.
Nothing you do is ever secret for any period of time longer than a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah, kids these days, privacy is just not like what it used to be. You know, I used to hate being in high school because being a teenager sucks, but at least we had like some form of privacy. You could go home and be left alone. But with everything being connected, you can't really do that anymore as a kid. So yeah, 90s sounds good. Early 90s. We want to set this in America, another country.
For ease of reference, I don't know. Roxy, you're not from America. And
Yeah.
Lou, you're from Australia. So where do we want to set this? I'm open to
Can't
suggestions.
can't you like make a fantasy place that does not exist and it's like a mix? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we're telling a collaborative story here, so our setting can have a mix of everybody's backgrounds because everybody went to high school in different places here. Like, I went to high school in the States, Lou's from Australia. Where'd everybody else go to high school at?
Panama.
Portugal.
I'm also from Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like when I did play
High
last
school
time,
was
we had
okay,
some
honestly.
we had some really interesting discussions like about what like high school actually is like in different like because the experience actually is quite different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like and yeah, so I guess that'll be part of our world building and shit.
I can imagine it being so different because like I couldn't even imagine what high school was like in Australia or Portugal or Panama. I have no clue what it's like.
Like my high school was in a country town with like 3,000 people in it, but the high school had 1,000 kids because like all the little towns people were coming in via like 1 hour bus rides from like everywhere. Yeah.
You know, I kind of like that this place is like there's a town, but the town's whole existence is to serve the school. So it's like a boarding school kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of the city where my brother's living in Belgium. He's in Leuven, and it's a small city. It's literally a circle in the map, and you can cross one side to the other in 1 hour. But it's mostly a city where a lot of students go to live to study. It's mostly students that live in that place. So yeah, that's
do you want to
interesting.
say this is like a small town with a boarding school for like elite kids?
Perhaps elite. I would not say elite. I have rash feelings.
So, for example, like in Tasmania, which is like a little island state of
Be right
Australia.
back. My wife is calling me. Sorry about that.
You're right. They don't have like there aren't high schools in every little town like there are on the mainland. So if pretty much like the high schools go up to like year 9 or something, so you like the primary schools go up to like year 9, which is a couple of years after elementary school, like and then you have to leave town if you want to continue
Oh wow!
like high school. Everyone has to go to like Hobart, to the capital, to like do high school.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Lou, about you having a very large school in a small town because it's like that here in Georgia. Because like we have counties, like the state is separated into counties. Some of these counties out here are like very, very rural, but they're dotted with a lot of small towns. So they'll have a school in one of the towns that has, you know, as many students as like it's like half the county's population. You know,
Yeah, they're called
shires
school here, but it's the same sort of thing. Yeah.
Because they're large counties, but you know everybody that lives there is so spread out. But there's only like one high school.
Yeah, I kind of like that idea. The cool thing about the one I went to was that there was a train. The end of the train line ended in the town, and you could get on it and travel an hour and a half to Newcastle, where I live now, which is like on the coast, and it's like a city for Australia anyway, and you could like it was kind of this pressure release valve where you could like get out of the little town and like go somewhere else,
right?
Because it wouldn't like it sucked in other places where you were just like trapped in like a tiny town.
I like that. I like the idea of the small town, of like all of you are teenagers in a small shitty town.
Yeah.
They all know each other. So
everybody knows everybody, and
can I go? Can I be the outside kid that just came in to the new school?
I'm the transfer kid.
I'm the transfer kid.
Well,
that
doesn't really work because you have existing relationships already in town.
Damn it! I tried.
Or in the school.
It kind of seems like that could be like for the Hollow. It seems like a pretty good excuse though, where they're the new kid, like because otherwise.
Yeah, especially because no childhood and all of that. I was thinking maybe they weren't there like from the start, or maybe they don't know how they got there. I don't know. But trying to like, but yeah, since it's a small town, they would be like highly suspicious of any weird things. So even just someone new arriving, I think it would be like people would make a commotion about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Everybody would be like, who? See the new person? What do you think of the new person?
Yeah, I guess you could say you were homeschooled. Like that'd be a good lie. And now
I homeschooled.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know anyone.
Oh, what a weirdo. So what's your parents' name? Nervous.
You're just looking around for things to read off of a sign.
Their names are
Coca-Cola. Oh no, wait.
word writing bottle.
Well, I'm sure they made you as a functional teenager somewhat. I mean, you're functional enough to have emotions. So,
Yeah, but you have to lie
are we?
because otherwise.
What sort of I mean, are we just totally? Is this a totally? I'm just trying to think of the world like and where we, or do we just not sketch it out that much? It's just a small town, and we just bring all of our own understandings to what a small town is.
Yeah, I'll say that. Like, so for general thoughts are, it's a small town. Everybody kind of knows everybody. I'll say like there's probably some kind of manufacturing plant there. So like a lot of the parents work at this manufacturing plant. So
yeah,
they're like,
where I went to high school, it was the mill.
right. So like a lot of your parents work together. So that's how a lot of you are interconnected. I want to say, I want to say there's a big city that's not that far away. Maybe a couple hours drive. There's a big city. You know, I'm sure most of you have been there at some point in your life.
Yeah, there's probably a bus to get there heaps early in the morning, and then one that gets you back at like nighttime.
Sure.
Like you have to go for the whole day if you go there.
There's probably less transportation there. There's only like 2 or 4 buses during the day.
If you guys decide to skip school together, it gives you a place to go.
Yeah, so the train in my town, you had to get on it at 6 in the morning, and then you couldn't get back till like 6 at night if you went. So you ended up sitting at Subway drinking a bottomless cup of drink for hours and hours.
Yeah, we get a refill.
Yeah.
It's a good reason.
What did I miss?
So basically,
yeah, you're right, Pat.
So basically, what we decided is we're all going to be in a small town, and this town's going to be where everybody knows everybody. There's a manufacturing plant in town, like where a lot of the parents work. And there's a big city that's a couple hours away drive. There's a bus that runs there. It runs there once a day, comes back at night. We haven't discussed like the type of school yet. Boarding school doesn't sound right to me. I think it sounds better to be a public school. Just seems to make more sense.
Okay.
Have there been mentioned that perhaps the school has been, what is the word I'm looking for? That there's a connection between that factory and the school. Like perhaps the school is being sponsored by the factory.
I mean, I'm sure the factory does a lot for the school as far as like, you know, helping out with fundraisers and stuff. Because like it is like the major business in town, factory.
Can we have like a forest or some woods around the school? It would be
I
interesting.
was going to ask for that too.
Well, yeah, we have a fae, so if the fae wants to be a forest fae, we can have a forest around.
Yes, I do. Plenty of forest, please.
In that case, can it totally be a mill, like a forestry industry? Because it would be fun to see the forest getting destroyed at the same time.
We got it. The industry is a giant sawmill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start my own 90s movies in which I destroy the man. Like taking down the forest. This is my Fern Gully now.
So since this is early 90s, some touchstones could be like early 90s grunge rock, early 90s hip hop.
Yes. I like the there's frowns and cheering at the same time.
Saved by the Bell.
Early 90s terrible pop music.
Yeah. Yes. The earliest Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
I don't even know what the hell went on that time.
Early 90s, like
It's also an imaginary 90s, right? So if you
Yeah.
want to invent shit, like
Yeah.
your own like music genre that was cool in the 90s,
Just
like
think it's
yeah,
the
everyone
90s
just
and I
loved
just
death
It's-
metal was massive in this 90s.
the main
It was
thing
like the pop music.
yeah, the main thing was to think about the 90s is there was no cell phones. There were computers, but there was no internet. The internet
Yeah.
was around, but you're not going to have any type of internet in some shitty post town. Like back then, the only internet you could get is if you go to a library.
And even then, it was slow as hell.
It was
I
super
mean,
slow.
it has always been slow in
It was
libraries, gotta be
It was
honest.
dial up still, yeah.
Yeah, it was dial up.
Oh yeah. Wee, horrible. I had internet when I was 8, so
yeah.
I didn't, I think.
The
Did
dial
I?
up modem was something else.
oh yeah.
Took you a good 5 minutes to connect.
And
And
no one could ring your house if you were on the internet.
Yeah,
It
nobody
was
could call your
just
house. It would
dead.
give a busy signal, and if somebody picked
Oh,
up the
yeah.
phone, it would
I'm
kick you
like,
off the
"Get
internet.
I'm like, Mom, get off the phone.
Yeah.
I didn't. I kind of believe that I did not because I do not remember those issues.
Yeah,
And we were
and
six.
like that was way before YouTube, and well, this isn't early '90s. This is late '90s. But like I remember when they first started releasing movie trailers online
My cats are scared of living
in the
shit
late
out of me.
'90s, and it took like I don't know 20 minutes to download a 30-second trailer for a movie.
Oh man. Oh, man. You remember LimeWire?
LimeWire, all that,
Bad.
Napster.
It's either a
just-
virus or something that you're not looking for. Like Emule as well. It's bad.
Oh, Emil, but Emil was a little bit older because I already used it, of course.
So I'm saying, like, yeah, that kind of thing where you didn't know what popped
Because
out.
this is something I am curious about the setting of Monsterhearts. Are we teenagers that feel archetypes based on the monsters that we chose, or are we literally the monsters that we chose as teenagers?
You are both. You are monsters, but you are also teenagers.
I
You're
thought
not
about that.
yeah, you're not defined by your monster side and you're not defined by your teenage. So the monster side is kind of how you're an asshole. Pretty much.
Yeah, we're like hormone monsters.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we're a mess of a mess.
the monsters give you moves that just make you treat people shitty or like you do odd things to get certain social standings. But you are teenagers. You are trying to figure out like what do I need to know to be able to make it as an adult? Like you're a teenager.
It's already
you don't,
bad enough teenagers, but also monsters.
Yeah, you
Fuck.
don't know what the hell's going on. The monsters is kind of like a metaphor for, you know, the changes that come when you are a teenager. When you get hormones, you get
Good
puberty.
metaphor. It makes sense.
Yeah,
You look back when you were younger and you were like, what the fuck was I possessed with?
yeah, yeah. You look back and you're like, God, I was such a piece of shit.
Oh, no, I
Every
look
time my
back.
cat scares me sneezing. God, cat, please.
Nah, I look back and all I want to say to my younger self is like, for fuck's sake, gain the spine, you bitch.
I mean, I know what I would say to my younger self. Stop being a weeb.
And then you never stopped, and here you are, so many years
Excuse
later.
me, I'm not a weeb now. Okay?
Roxy,
I'm a geek.
don't lie to me.
I'm a geek. I don't even watch anime. It's true.
Uh-huh,
I
sure.
used to be that kind of listen to freaking anime openings and shit like that
Oh shit.
all the
It's
time.
I
I
do
had
that
that
now.
mode as my ringtone one time.
early 90s anime.
To tell you the
Me
truth,
too,
if I
like
look back,
Elder Chick.
yeah, if I look back at myself, I would have been like, stop smoking weed and like just like choose a clique because I was like always in the border between like cliques of people. Like I didn't hang out with like my super smart friends, but I didn't hang out with like the skater punks either. But I was like in between them. So like
I was the outcast.
so sometimes I would be a skater punk, sometimes I would be a nerd.
I was
Because
the
that's-
outcast, especially in like basic school. Basic school was hell.
Oh,
I don't
same.
relate to high school being hell because I didn't give a fuck on high school. People were like,
No.
"Oh, I heard you were gay." I'm like, "Yeah, bitch, what you gonna do about it?" And they were like,
Right?
Some
Actually,
people-
high school was nice to me, at least.
It's funny because
but
I went through so
earlier,
much
no.
shit in basic school that when I'm like, "Oh yeah, I am gay. I don't give a shit. You can't touch me anymore."
based on
Okay,
his
let's
shit.
go to this next step here. So we explained the premise and rules. We discussed safety tools. Pick skins. Choose identities. So did you choose your stats? I believe that's what that.
From the 2 sets, right?
Yeah. So like choose your identities, your name, your look, and your origins.
Yeah, I'm audacious and alien.
Wait, the look is like adjective kind of things, right? I wasn't sure on it.
The look is
I-
kind of like a general. What does my character look like?
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I was not understanding because in the sheet says look, but in the PDF look has some certain adjectives, but then there's eyes and origin, and I'm like,
Yeah, your look is like the general thing of how your body looks like. Your eyes is specifically how will people describe your eyes, like specifically your eyes, because in fiction they tend to focus a lot about the in the eyes. Like for example, I have a dainty look, so I'm kind of small, kind of inoffensive looking, but my eyes are like piercing, like when I'm looking at you. That kind of thing.
So I put the eyes on the look.
No, that's good. That's all right.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of your look. I mean, you don't have to go by what is listed there. You
Yeah,
can
that's
just
yeah.
say, this is what my character looks like.
Yeah, it's okay. I was just asking because in the sheet there was already places to put things, but it wasn't that just one thing, and I was like, okay, it's fine.
So if everybody's good to go there, we'll choose your stats and your moves. So when you look at your sheets, they'll tell you what moves you can get. Some of them start with a move, and some of them do not. So the hollow gets to choose 2 moves out of any of those 6.
Yeah, I picked the moves actually.
Okay, and we'll discuss those when we do character introductions.
Hmm.
The infernal, you get to pick 1 more move, and then you get 2 bargains that the dark power has over or has made with you.
Okay, I'm married, and I'll tell you when I'm finished.
How are we coming with the ghoul? Okay. Good to go there? Cool.
Do you want me to tell you what I've got, or are we gonna do that later?
Yeah, once we hit the end and right before we start the backstories, we'll have everybody introduce the characters they picked.
Sweet.
One thing about the Monsterhearts 2 book is like it gives you a step-by-step, like this is how you start a game. You do this in this order. Not like some role-playing books. It's like here's all the character sheets and the characters. You could read through them. Oh yeah, read through these spells too. Then we'll talk about how you play the game. And actually, Angel, that's on the Gauntlet, interviewed Avery Alder, who wrote this game, yesterday. I missed it live. I saw a little bit of the interview today.
Oh, link me to that. I want to watch that.
Yeah, I think it's on his Twitch channel. He might have uploaded it to YouTube as well. But it was funny because he was like super nervous at first interviewing Avery, because he interviews a lot of game designers, but like Avery's like that next level up on the game designer list than a lot of people. Because Avery's designed some hit games. This one, Quiet Year, Dream Askew.
Oh wait, she designed the Quiet Year too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I need to check the names in the designers' spaces in these books. I never do, and I always surprised.
I was gonna ask something, but then I minimized the window and I was stressing because I didn't know how did I do that. And now I forgot what I was going to ask.
Was it about the bargains?
Um. Oh, I remember. Can you talk about what are exactly skins?
Strings?
Skins.
Oh, skins. Skins are playbooks. So, like, you have a playbook in other Powered by the Apocalypse games. Have you ever played them?
No.
Well, classes.
Oh.
Like, for example, Defay is my skin.
Okay.
So, like a paladin, if you were going to call it a skin, would be a skin.
So you're telling me that Infernal is my skin?
Is your skin, yeah.
Yep.
It's just that here it talks about skins.
Where at?
No. Yeah, this move can come from any skin.
Yeah, that means you can
Oh, okay.
you can use a move from somebody else's skin.
Yeah. Now it makes sense. Thank you.
No problem. So, let's discuss strings. So, one of the things a lot of the moves talks about in this game are strings. And basically what strings are emotional overhead you would have over another character. So, like, say a character professed to really liking you or even being in love with you. You might be able to take a string from that character. That is like an emotional thing you can hold over that character to make them do certain things. And it also gives you bonuses to rolls if you're rolling against that character, or harm if you're harming that character. NPCs can get strings on PC players and use those strings to try to make them do dastardly shit for the most part. Like, hey, if you go, piss in the teacher's coffee cup, I'll give you this string. And if you do it, you get an experience point. But if you don't, they keep the string on you.
The metaphor is like puppet strings, right?
Yeah,
So,
puppet
like,
strings.
Right? Like
Yeah.
if you've got heaps of strings on someone, you can make them do any crazy thing.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. So we good to move on, Kurai? Okay. Let's see. Okay, teach reactively. Yep, we'll do that. All right, establish backstories. So let's start with Roxanne and Riley. So you are playing the Hollow.
Yes.
So let's look at your first backstory.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say? What is your first backstory question?
Wait, is that in the PDF or is it on the actual sheet?
It's on the PDF.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's on the Roll20 sheet.
Yeah, okay. Backstory. You've been taking your social cues from someone and doing so has taught you a lot about them. Gain 2 strings on them. And then there's someone seen through your invented past and realized it's all lies. They gain 2 strings on you.
So what we'll do is we'll answer the first one. We'll go around and have each character answer their first one. And then we'll go around and do the second one. That way there'd be kind of some relationship. So yeah. Which player character you've been taking social cues from?
Let me see. Let me see the names because I forget.
So my
Perhaps.
character's going to be a heaps like in your face kind of obnoxious punk girl that does recklessly dangerous things, if that gives you any.
Cool.
So if you're following her cues, yeah.
Actually, I might go with that. With Hannah, right?
Awesome. So Hannah, you get 2 strings on Riley. So you can add that to your character sheet, Hannah.
Okay.
Riley, you don't add that to your character sheet. You only keep track of strings you have over others on your character sheet.
Would I put?
Oh, you do get 2 strings on them. Sorry, Lou.
Yeah.
She gets 2 strings on you. So yeah, Roxanne.
What do I just write 2 strings on him?
Yeah, just put
Write
2.
what they actually are, because it helps you to
Yeah, when you play.
like like say that you're following my social cues and then add to things because
Okay.
you often use them in context.
Okay.
Like with why
Gotcha.
you've got.
Right. Yeah, definitely keep track of like how you gain a string because it's a good narrative. All right, Hannah, our goal. What is your first question?
Sorry. Someone. Oh Jesus, there's so much. Sorry, it's I gotta close Slack down. Everybody's trying to plan going to a con, and it's like. They're all very excited. Someone reminded you what love was when you thought that death had stolen it away from you. Give them a string. What's your character about, Dollar?
About in what sense?
How would you describe them in one concise sentence?
Faye
question.
is like beauty incarnate.
Yeah, and I think they're very fickle, and they're kind of the person that people go to for advice because they're very friendly, they're very open, and they challenge people to do things that are outside of their comfort zone.
So perhaps this is like, I was thinking that we might have had a thing, but maybe it's that you played matchmaker or something, like that could be the
Yeah, that could be, yeah.
way that you reminded me what love was, like showing, perhaps directed me towards somebody that was into me that I wouldn't have, or maybe manipulated both of us towards
I kind of like the idea of me manipulating them to get with you.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. So you get a string on me.
I helped Hannah find love.
Helped me hook up with somebody.
Help Hannah hook up.
All right, Damien.
With Steve.
Fucking Steve. Damien, the Infernal. What is your first question?
No regrets on that, Steve. It says, you owe debts. Give away 3 strings. Divide it any way you like between the Dark Power and the other characters. Oh, to whom do I owe debts?
Now you don't have to give them to the Dark Power because your moves pretty much can give them to the Dark Power when you're playing.
I'm not sure what to do with this.
So basically,
Give them all to the Dark Power.
yeah, or you can owe them all to the Dark Power and you don't have to owe shit to anybody else.
Exactly, just to the Dark Power.
Okay, sounds fair.
But it's also dangerous because the Dark Power owes 3 over you, which means the Dark Power.
Yeah, I really don't think it's a good idea, but I'd still be up to give 2 strings to the Dark Power and 1 to someone else.
Okay, so who do you owe out of the player characters?
Okay, to whom would I owe something?
I know that I put on my character that my origin is that I was resurrected. Like, I wonder maybe if you were involved in that and that maybe you feel like you have to look out for me now or something. Because, like, what do you think of that? It's just an idea you can totally go with other things too.
I think that my character would probably make a deal to ditch you right away. Since it's all about doing deals and being in debt. Oh my god, it's going to be a horrible poker game. But I don't know. Who here has a character that likes to make deals the most? Aside
I-
mine, of course.
That is literally one of my things.
Totally.
Well, shit, I think that, yeah, my Infernal has up to a Fae.
Okay. By the way, I added on my notes that I act like this cool matchmaker. I help people hook up, especially if it's fun or involves manipulation.
What if I owe you because you broke someone? Like, was someone interested in me? Nope, not happening. Break it.
Oh,
Undermine it.
I made them disappear so they wouldn't bother you anymore.
That's also a good way.
Okay, that works.
Is this a she, a he, or a they that I made disappear?
Mm, it could be a she, just because.
I'm totally picturing them like stuck in the like school photo on the wall now. Like there's just one little set of eyes that like move in the like you banished them to a photo.
So, it's the one who has to write this thing on strings, correct? I do not have strings over anyone.
Right.
Okay.
As of yet. You will. Yeah, so the Fae has a string over Infernal. Alright. Fae. Your first one's
You wear your heart on your sleeve. Give everyone a string.
there you go. Everybody has a string over Victor.
I
You all-
kind of imagine this as Victor being like, to move it away from just being matchmaker. I imagine that I have slept with at least some of you, and those that I have not slept with, I help like sleep with other people. So you probably know of my business or have been like involved with me directly.
Yeah, we've at least like made out at a party or something for sure.
Totally.
Yeah, everybody knows what
Monsterhearts actually assumes that everybody like gets lucky. A lot of my like high school experience was like making out with people.
yeah, everybody
there wasn't
knows.
that much actual sex involved. That was like after high school for me.
Totally same.
not through lack of trying, of course, but
Yeah. So Victor basically is what Victor's saying is everybody knows what Victor's about. And Victor's a giant flirt and a deal maker. Pretty much. All right, let's come back around. Riley, what is your second?
Second is someone's seen through your invented past and realize it's all lies. They gain 2 strings on you.
So who called you out on your bullshit? Bullshit background story you came up with.
Yeah. Well, I have to go to answer it, right? I don't know.
I volunteer.
You volunteer.
yeah,
Okay.
what is your bullshit backstory?
Yeah,
You
what
were
is your bullshit?
Their failed experiment. Wait, you mean
What is what is the bullshit that you made up?
Yeah, what do you tell
Oh,
people?
they were
This is my uncle works at Nintendo story.
Yeah, like what do you tell people when they wonder, like, oh, well, you're not from around. You didn't go to you didn't go to elementary school around here. Like, what do you tell people was your
No.
backstory as a kid, since you never were a kid?
I was homeschooled and my parents traveled a lot, so I learned to just do stuff by myself and all.
Using a bargain with the dark powers. No, you're lying through your teeth.
There you go. So the dark power told you that she was full of shit, or he was full
I
of
do
shit.
have a move like that, so
There you go. That's how you learn.
I gain how many strings on?
Gain 2 strings.
2 strings.
Need to get everybody's pronouns right. I'll confuse that 10 times a day. All right, Hannah, what's your second one?
It says, "Did anyone watch you die?" If so, gain 2 strings on each other. Okay, who watched me die? I want it to be the witch, actually.
Wait, who's the witch?
Sorry, not the witch. I'm thinking of you as a witch, Infernal.
I'm not, I'm a hollow.
Yeah.
But
I think I'll make it the Infernal, if you're into that. Just because I need some sort of story about how I was resurrected at some point, and I think that you would probably be the most likely one to have been involved in that somehow, or someone else that's interacting with your dark power. How did I die?
Okay, I just want to say that this moment that you proposed that, I had an immense deja vu. I don't know how, but it was a deja vu. But yeah,
Interesting.
I guess I saw you die or get resurrected.
Maybe it's not deja vu. Maybe it's a dark power sending you a. Yeah, how did I die? Something about the forest, maybe.
Guys, the powers are real.
But mauled by bears.
Yeah, maybe I just.
If you're reckless, maybe were you reckless before you were a ghoul, or did the?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like, but not to the extent that I am now. Like,
right.
Yeah. I think probably I was just at a party, super drunk, and something made me upset, so I stormed off into the forest. And what sort of climate are we living in?
I want to say this is there's forest, so it's not like super dry.
I'm thinking, does it have like proper winter? Like we don't have winter that can kill you here in very many places.
Yeah, it's the same where I live. I mean, winter gets chilly, but it's not like
it's like -5 is the worst it gets here.
So, yeah, I would say it's temperate. You know, we have 4 seasons.
I fell into a creek, a small river in the forest, while incredibly drunk, and you were there for some reason.
And just watched.
Maybe you were following me.
you were
probably already an infernal. This is like my origin story, so I guess maybe that happened afterwards.
I'd like to think that my character.
You also don't have to do this, by the way. We can.
No. It's okay.
Yeah.
I like to think that my character is kind of brooding and very emo-like, so he'd be alone a lot of time. So I can imagine him walking through the woods even at night. So he could fit his on a walk and then suddenly.
Just having my night walk, I gotta look at the moon and just be, moody listening to fucking,
your Sony cassette Walkman.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were moody back then, you were probably listening to Morrissey.
Yeah. Totally.
So did you think that Lou died or Hannah died? Or did you assume that Hannah died or assume that Hannah survived?
I think I'd assume she died.
Oh my god, I fucking did.
It's also kind of suggesting that I know that you watched me die because we're getting 2 strings on each other.
Yeah.
So, I guess I might. Yeah.
Probably you fell because you were scared when I appeared in the middle of the way.
What an asshole.
Yeah, so I was standing on the edge of the, recklessly on the edge of the creek. And I'm like, stupid dicks. I hated that party anyway, and then I just noticed you there and like slip into the.
Oh man.
Oh shit! What have I done?
Awesome. Okay, so you've got 2 strings on me because you watched me die, and I've got 2 strings on you because you watched me die.
All right, Damien, what is your second backstory?
This is weird having a male character. I don't usually have one. This is fun. Someone thinks they can save you. Gain a string on them. Who does think that they can save me? I'm tempted to say it's Hannah.
Wait, Hannah tried to save you.
I don't know.
Interesting.
That's fine. It
Um,
could just be from the connection that you had at the river.
It's a
like-
weird
We
connection.
bonded.
Like I saw Hannah die, but yet Hannah's still here. So
What the
Hannah could
fuck?
definitely help me.
Yeah, right. Okay, and we'll establish how I think that I might be able to save you as we go along. Right, I like that. Okay. So who gets the string?
I gain a string.
Oh wow.
Well, you've got 3 strings on me.
Jeez.
I've got you by my strings.
All right, Victor, what is your last backstory?
Let's see here. You have captured someone's fancy, gained 2 strings on them. The only one I don't have strings with is Riley, so I'm gonna choose Riley.
God, gee, I was actually gonna suggest.
By the way, is Riley a he, she, they?
She day.
Oh, she, they. Okay. So yeah, I think that you fancy me. You wanna get on with me, and I know it.
It's probably because Riley wants to fucking be, she wants to be part of this stuff, and
He wants
you
to stop
guys-
being Pinocchio.
Yeah. I want to fucking be cool.
and
And I gained 2 strings on you.
Gotcha.
and please forgive me, Roxanne, if I refer to Riley as he. I actually have a nephew named Riley, so like when I see the name Riley, it automatically assumes he. So if I get that wrong, just remind me. She.
I should give you a recommendation,
can say
everybody.
they,
You can
it's
actually
fine.
add your pronouns next to the name of your characters on the roll.
Oh
20.
yeah, I should have done that. I'm sorry. Forgot that.
That might ease Pat's
Yeah.
pain.
Let me do
Yeah.
that for you.
Sweet. So we have created our characters, and just real quick, don't go too in depth on your characters. Just like a real quick, 20-second blurb. We'll go around the table and have each of you introduce your characters. So we'll go in reverse order this time. Nolan, tell us about Victor.
Victor is a beautiful, tiny man that likes to help others and entertain himself doing so. He enjoys the pursuit of the matchmaking so much.
He said man. Victor, you're a teenager. You're not a man yet.
He likes to think himself a man.
Bullshit.
I totally want him to have like an attempt at like a mustache or something
Yeah.
now. Like
He has the
trying to-
worst facial hair.
He's got like my mustache when I don't shave. The
Let's
rat
go
whiskers.
with that. Yes,
rat whiskers. Oh, rat whiskers / bum fluff.
All right, Damien, your eye. Tell us about Damien.
Oh, okay. Damien. I think he's a very average guy, like average size, average weight, brown hair, light brown eyes, more or less. It's very broody. And hoods and stuff, and being in his corner is like his thing. He just happens to stumble on stuff, apparently. And he's a quiet character, but he's also a little bit nervous. You can see it through his eyes. So yeah, I guess that's okay.
Awesome, thank you. And Lou, tell us about Hannah.
Yeah, so Hannah is a young black woman. She's I think that she is she's got that kind of like I think she dresses kind of into pretty like androgynous sort of clothes. Like she's got the skater punk like thing going on, I think. And yes, she recently died. As we just heard about, and was already pretty reckless before that, but she now has a hunger for even more reckless behavior than she had previously. Yeah, I think that sums her up.
I love it. I love the ghoul. Actually, the first time I played Monsterhearts, I played the ghoul, who had a hunger for chaos. So, I would always just start shit. Like in the middle of the store, I would just start chaos because that's the way my goal was. All right, Roxanne, let us know about Riley the Hollow.
Yeah, Riley is an awkward, uncertain mess, and they're tall and lanky, like pale, and usually probably look like they have like a bruised knees all the time, because just I don't know, they just manage to hit everything or something, and I don't even feel that at times. I don't know. It's kind of like me. I bang things I don't even know. And they have like dull, like they're like really dull, kind of dull, like lifeless blonde hair, and then it looks like more like straw. She doesn't look she looks quite tired a lot of, like often, and she's always trying to like she just wants to like fit in, and and usually is quite influential, and goes with stuff, but it tends to lie quite often to, seem more interesting than they really are.
So Riley's pretty outgoing and is just trying to find a place to fit in, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. All right, cool.
Mhm.
Neat. So we have our nice little group of shitty teenagers. Um, real quick, Kurai, on your character sheet, for your strings, it's probably best to note exactly how you got those strings. That way you remember in the. You're muted if you say.
Sure, I'll write on the notes if it's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Just somewhere on your character sheet so you know what the strings are. It helps out when you're narrating when you.
Also, I like to ask Lou, does Damien already know that Anna is actually alive?
Yeah, you saw Hannah die, but Hannah never went away. There was never any news story. There was never anything that somebody died drowning in the river. It was just Hannah was at school.
Yeah, I pretty much also one of the moves I have is called short rest for the wicked. When you die, wait it out. A few hours later, you wake up fully healed.
Yeah.
So it's even potentially that wasn't the first time I died. It might have just been one of the many times I died, but to you, you totally saw me like die.
I think Damien would be like shocked watching Anna die and would be, okay, I better get out. And then he sees her next day and is like, she didn't die. Oh, okay. Okay.
and she totally saw you see her die, so she's probably like, "Hey, what's up?" on the way past.
Sweet. Awesome. So we have our characters. Let's go ahead and we'll jump into what's called the seating chart. So what this is we'll come up with a classroom. And I got a link here. Put it in the Zoom chat. All right, so if you go to that link I put in Zoom, you will see a layout of a classroom. Okay. I will ask, who here out of all of you is the most popular student?
Not me.
I
I
think
reckon
that's
it's
gonna
the
be
Fae.
me.
Yeah, definitely the Fae.
I need to make the question though. Are we all going to sit right the window like anime people?
Like an protagonist? I don't know.
Yeah.
I named protagonist sitting like looking at the window.
Can
So
I draw
Victor-
in this?
yeah, actually just use the text tool. There should be a text tool up top left, or this text box. Victor, since you're obviously the most popular one out of this group, pick which desk you sit in. Put your name there.
I sit in the one in the very center because I am the center of this classroom.
There you go. And I actually remember from a magazine that said sitting at the desk directly behind where Victor put his name is actually the best place to sit because it's the place teachers pay less attention to. You sit on the back row, they're always paying attention to you. You sit on the front row, they don't have no choice to pay attention to you. So you sit kind of in the middle of the middle row.
I went through all of university sitting in the middle at the front in everything, like so that I like wouldn't get distracted and I could like, but I was at the back all the time in high school.
Right.
College, I just
Yeah.
sat in front or whatever the hell, didn't really matter. But like in high school, depended. Like when it was geometry, I'm like, please let me sit in the back. Or like
I
math
was
in
totally.
basic, I did not want to be in the front, and even so, the teacher still was like, "You," and I'm like, "No."
But the question is, who is the next on the sitting row?
So actually, it's not one of the player characters. It is Victor. You tell me who is sitting in front of you and to your right. Now remember, that's the long box is the teacher's desk. So who is sitting in front of you right? We'll just do that one first.
In front of me. I'm going to say that their name is Oz.
Oz, like
Short
OZ.
for- Yeah, which is short for Ozymandias.
Is it a he, she, or they?
They're a they, and they're probably very androgynous. No, not one way or the other. And can I say that they and I have been friends for a while?
Sure.
Yes. And next to me, you say?
Yep. To your
Okay.
right. So it would be the row to the top.
Row to the top. That one is Ernesto, which is a he.
That, funnily enough, that's my one Portuguese ancestor, like my one line that pull it as far back as I can go.
Fantastic then.
Riviera.
All right, Ernesto. And do you have a relationship with Ernesto, or
Frankly, uh, Ernesto is kind of a nerd. He and I don't get along very well, mostly because he's kind of shy. Might
Okay.
get him out of his shell someday. He just bought this weird book, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and he has been bringing it the to school every day. He wants to make it a thing. It's not gonna be a thing, Ernesto.
all right.
You're gonna eat your ass out someday.
So, Riley.
Yes. Can I pick a spot? Yeah.
Not yet. I got
Yeah.
some questions to ask. When Oz asked you out last week, why'd you say no?
Cause they're not interested in them.
And why are you not interested in Oz?
Because they're interested in someone else.
So Riley does not believe can be interested in more than one person?
Well, yes, but I don't know. They didn't really find Oz to be that interesting or much their type, pretty much.
So what I'm trying to get at here, what about Oz is the biggest turnoff for you specifically?
Let me see. Uh, what did Dawn say on Oz? Because I like some of the stuff I didn't get.
They're androgynous, first and
Mhm.
foremost,
That is fine.
and even establishing and say that they are also they're very white, actually, like long blonde hair, um this amber eyes. and they're probably not having a good time with how to say pimples. They're probably suffering from that thing, pizza face, that all teenagers
Yeah.
suffer from.
That's probably why.
You don't like Oz because of Oz's acne.
Yeah, that's not a thing that attracts them, at least. Fickle.
For us.
Okay. That's enough. That's exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
Hannah. Have you ever told anybody you play Dungeons and Dragons, Ernesto?
Perhaps I get a thrill out of doing that, something that's like could be so devastating to my reputation. So I haven't told anybody, but it's the worrying about getting caught playing Dungeons and Dragons is why I play Dungeons and Dragons.
It's
I've
the
never
thrill.
heard of anybody getting a sexual thrill from playing Dungeons and Dragons. But this is a thing now.
Well, he did say he's not. His hunger isn't necessarily sexual thrills. It's just thrills. Period. So, okay, yeah, I like how your underground nerdery is a thrill for you. Damien, I believe you're probably the second most popular kid in school.
I'm a what?
You're the second most, not in school, but in this class. You're the second most popular kid. Not
The
because
most
you're like,
popular that wants to be unpopular.
yeah, not because you're like popular or everybody loves you. Just because like everybody, you're the
Yeah,
broody kid.
This sounds
Not
familiar.
as sexy, but
The tall, dark, and mysterious kind of shit.
so go ahead and put your name on that chart somewhere. Of course, in the back corner.
Yeah.
That's where Infernal would
Where-
sit.
If it was me, I personally would love to be on the window, but oh well, he's probably anxious to get out of the room. What can I say?
So give me the name of the person that's sitting in front of you and to your left.
Oof, okay. In front of me, there's a Vanessa.
Vanessa?
There's a Vanessa. And she is blonde with blue eyes.
Yes.
There's a lot of blondes. What's with this?
Yeah, in the
It's only the
country.
second blonde. It's only the second blonde.
Riley's blonde too. Just saying.
Two blondes, it's too many blondes.
There can only be one. Where's the Highlander
Yeah.
skin?
But I like to say that this Vanessa is like the cheerleader kind of girl that's popular, but not exactly the best student. So that's why she's not in the front rows.
I really like how that name's working heaps. It's funny that it must be a super trope name, Vanessa.
Are you
Works
friends?
everywhere.
Are you friends with Vanessa?
Is my character friends with anyone? And no, I don't think he's friends with Vanessa.
Are you
Friend zone's
rivals?
cool.
I'm sorry, what?
Are you rivals?
No.
Okay, so this person that's sitting in front of you is just not a person that sits in front of you. They have a connection to you some way.
Oh, I really need to have that. Perhaps that's that. She's that annoying person that wants to get to know me, but I don't want to.
So why do you keep blowing Vanessa off?
Because she's so much extroverted. She's so annoying. She's always, oh, did you know this and that and this? Oh, and what do you think about this? And, it's annoying.
She's too perky.
I remember a girl like that in like my like roll call class. Like I'd walk into school like all slightly stoned and hungover, and she'd be like, "Good morning," and I'd be like, "Why are you so happy?"
Too perky for
I was
Damien.
that girl in my high school.
There's always a perky one
There's always a Vanessa.
that wakes up really early and probably does yoga and probably, oh god, shut up.
What do you call that class in Australia, Lou? What kind of
It
class?
was called roll call. It's
Okay.
where you like, or sometimes it was called DEAR, which stands for drop everything and read.
Oh, is it like the
You
first
go
class
there.
of the day?
It's kind of, yeah. You go there and they mark the roll off, and
Yeah,
you sit there.
we call it homeroom here. Called homeroom.
Yeah.
Just wondering if there was similar things in other high schools.
Yeah, I think we did as well, but I don't remember if it had the proper name. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, my cousin went to high school in the Philippines, and he said where he was at in the province, it was called assembly room. Call it assembly room. Which to me sounds like something in a factory. Make a hollow, right? Right, Damien, who's sitting to your left?
Who's sitting to my left? I'm not Aaron. It's a guy called Aaron.
Aaron.
And he's like he has like that tan skin and dark hair, a little bit of stubble growing. Handsome, doesn't pay me attention, but he's hot. And yeah, I guess Damien has a little crush on Aaron.
Notice me.
Damien's crush. All right.
Yeah, but Damien is like at Sunday. I don't.
Is Aaron a he, him?
Yeah.
All right. So, does anybody want to volunteer putting these names in on the table as they come in?
Okay, I do.
Victor.
It is on.
You're in the job of making deals, right?
Yes.
Why do you respect Vanessa so much?
Because she's more than she seems. Like, she has this image of being like this perky, friendly girl, but in truth, she's this devious, conniving woman that just wants to get dirt on everybody and secretly hates this entire homeroom. And she just appears to be nice. And I'm so amazed by that.
So you're saying Victor thinks her nicety is all a cover?
Oh, yes. And
Okay.
he thinks this as a certainty.
Riley. One point in the past, Aaron was your friend. What did you do to drive him away?
Probably because Riley is trying to be somebody that she's not as well. Like she's trying to be whatever makes her more well liked. And Aaron really doesn't like how she can be fake.
So Aaron just thinks that Riley is too fake a lot of the times, trying to fit in.
He doesn't appreciate that she's trying to be whoever the fuck would be best liked instead of just trying to figure out what their actual self. It just doesn't like that they're trying to pretend to be something.
Like you're trying too hard.
Yeah, like they're always trying too hard and he can't stand that.
Got you.
Doesn't want to see her just destroy herself and all that.
All right. Anna. Pick a desk.
This is where Hannah's sitting.
Yep.
I'm gonna put her at front and center. She'd probably been made to sit there by the teacher or the principal.
All right. If you could type her name in on that chart, everybody should have editing rights on that chart. And then you get to choose who is sitting to your left and who is sitting to your right. Your fellow mates in the front row.
Cool. How do I type sideways?
After you type, there should be a bar that pops up where you can rotate.
Oh yeah, cool. Wait. Whee! No, that's not doing it. Will someone fix that for me? Okay.
I'll take care of it.
Thank you. Left and right. So on my left, there's Josh.
Josh.
Yep. And he is. Do you want me just to say shit about him, or do you have questions?
Yeah. Just kind of quickly describe Josh and like, what do you think about Josh?
He's one of those kids who already has a beard in high school. Like he looks like a there's always that one kid who looks like they're like 25 or something. And I think he's from a in country towns there's always there's the old families that have been there like since they invaded and killed all of the indigenous people. Well, that's what it's like here. That's what it was like in the town where I went to high school. So he's probably from an old logging family or something, like cedar getters. So he probably got that. He stereotypically looks like a lumberjack.
Gotcha. And
Yeah.
his family probably has money. If the family's been in town that long, they've probably have stake in the lumber mill.
Well, yeah, some of them have money. That's the thing, because they've been here for so long.
Mhm.
There's actually like heaps of them here. So there's probably the dead shits from that family that don't, like his cousins or whatever. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Okay, and the other side?
Yep.
Sorry for being super cynical, by the way, about that Indigenous. So it's just a massive thing in Australia where nearly like everywhere there's like fucked things. Guess it's the same everywhere, right?
I have seen videos of the wildlife of Australia.
yeah.
I don't blame you for being a cynic.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only place where it wasn't true was Europe. Because the conquerors were indigenous there. So
Yeah. But yeah, even then, it was just further back, I guess, that they all wiped each other out.
yeah.
So I think on the other side, I'm just trying. My sister works in a supermarket that's right near like what we call housing commission in Australia, which is like where I grew up in. It's like government housing, and she keeps a list of all of the weird and awesome names that the kids are called. The other day there was a kid called Lone Wolf. They're like, Lone Wolf, get back here. So I'm going to call this kid Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf.
And he is the drummer in Hannah's awesome band.
Drummer in Hannah's band.
Awesome band.
In Hannah's awesome band. All right.
You gotta come up with a band name.
That's what it's
That's
called.
always super hard.
That's what it's called, right?
Hannah's awesome band.
Hannah's awesome
that's
band.
I think the name changes all the time. They can't settle on like
Yeah.
one name.
Every time Hannah dies, she comes up with a new name.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Damien. got in a fight with Lone Wolf.
Ugh.
Why?
Probably because he was talking shit about a band I like. And I had to punch him in the face.
Lone Wolf was hating on Damien's bands. And you get into a physical confrontation over that.
Yeah.
Friggin' infernals, man, I swear.
That is a very teenager thing to do, though.
Yeah, we had there were the Pearl Jam kids and the Nirvana kids at my school, and there was a lot of rivalry going on.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like when I was in middle school I got in a fist fight over a Nintendo controller, so
Seriously.
seriously.
Oh yeah. My friend kept beating me at Killer Instinct one time, and so I threw the controller at his face. And then when he was trying to cover himself up, I was like, pretty fun.
I
We were
once
still
did
friends.
that, but because of Mario Party. Mario Party destroys friendships, guys. Don't ever play Mario Party.
I
Yeah.
thought that would be Monopoly. I hate that.
Oh yeah, I fought my cousin over that shit.
Monopoly for you guys.
Yeah, my story
Monopoly.
was my friend Justin had let my other friend, or Rusty had let my other friend Justin borrow the Nintendo controller. Justin wouldn't give it back, so like I physically confronted Justin about this Nintendo controller and we got in a fight over it.
Tell us you won.
No, none of us won because like 2 hours later we were hanging out playing Nintendo.
Sorry, that's a both win in my perspective.
Yeah, we were like still friends afterwards. Let's hit each other in the
Cool.
face for a little bit.
Yeah.
Very orcish style, I guess. All right, Riley. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to give you last pick,
It's fine.
but you already said you're an outcast.
Yes. Trying to rise the scale.
Pick your desk.
Okay. I'm not sure if I can write on this. Let me see.
You can. You have the T on top. You can actually be the anime protagonist because all the window tables are free.
Ooh, oh god, spin. Oh, there we go. Oh no, what the hell? It disappeared. Come here. God damn. This thing is fighting me. It's fighting me. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, I gave up straight away. Asked for help.
I
Like
mean,
how I used to get my friends to tie my
I don't
shoes
know.
for me
I
in
mean,
primary school.
protagonist, I don't know. She's trying to not be that much of an outcast now because she's trying to not be a. Yeah. I think she'd sit here.
Okay, Riley, since you're right in the middle of class, you only gave yourself one desk that's in a cardinal direction from you. So,
Yeah.
Riley, tell me, who's sitting to your left?
Oh, let's see. Probably. Oh. Maybe that would be the anime protagonist. Uh, let's call this guy Noah.
Noah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Noah
Lou,
Bear.
was Lone Wolf a he, him, or what was their pronouns?
Let's make it another young woman. I think.
Okay,
Just because I want to play in an awesome all-girl grunge band.
gotcha. So, what does Riley think about Noah?
I guess in some way she kind of can relate to Noah. Most of the times Noah's that guy that's passed out on the freaking desk, sleeping through the goddamn lessons, and not really giving a damn what's going on. They're actually pretty chill guy, and they're not like complete outcasts or something like that. You just keep to themselves. They don't really. They're reserved, but they're nice. They're a nice guy actually.
Okay,
Yeah, Riley gets along with them.
nice. Okay, cool.
Noah's they them.
That was they them.
They them.
I thought you said he was a vegan.
Probably.
All right. Oh, I forgot to ask this question. Victor. Being a Fae, and coming from a long line of Fae that have lived in these woods around here, what secret do you know about Josh's family? Or no, I won't say secret because that would be like a string. What rumor have you heard about Josh's family?
Let's see. What had we established about Josh?
He's from an old he's from the old family, like the first, I guess they were probably like red cedar cutters or something, you know, some sort of
Yes.
expensive wood that doesn't exist anymore because it's all been locked down.
Yeah, there's this rumor going around town that they're Satanists.
Okay.
We got an infernal, but this
Also,
guy's
are we gonna name the town?
Yeah, we'll name it. What do you? If you have a name that pops up, just tell me and we'll do it.
Monsterhearts kind of emulates things like Riverdale and Sabrina the Teenage Witch, doesn't it?
Yeah, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and
Yeah,
other
I
monstrous
was
teenage things.
thinking of some sort of idyllic sounding name like Riverdale or Sunnyvale or something.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Veil, because it's actually a fun word, because, yeah.
Or Dell is another good
How
one.
about Rivermill?
Oh yeah, Rivermill.
Rivermill sounds very, like, normal and, you know, like...
Not satanic.
Yeah.
Welcome to Rivermill.
Yeah, Rivermill.
We're just, you know...
Welcome to Rivermill.
Yeah.
Come and
Red
stay for
Rivermill.
our amazing business.
Well, when in
Not
doubt,
satanic lumberjacks.
yeah, when in doubt, name your tiny town over the two largest things there.
Yeah.
You got a river and a mill. No
Rivermill.
river? Rivermill.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
Or
adding.
like, yeah. There's heaps of place names in Australia that like have like indigenous words. I think I told you guys this before, but heaps of them mean like don't build here, it floods every 10 years or something like that. Like this would be a dumb place to live.
What were you saying, Karai?
I was gonna say that this is red. What? Rivermill, red Rivermill, because all the hues of the town is kind of reddish orange, like autumn, like.
Well, that could be like a nickname, like Red Rivermill. Like it could be something that.
all the rivers called that. Red River.
Yeah, there's like red rivers everywhere.
And there's a really dark story about the rivers going red.
Okay, so yeah, so the river's name is Red River, but the town's called Rivermill. Got it.
Wow. Cozy name and then Red River. I
Well,
like
Red
it.
River is not like in America. Like there's like 6 red rivers.
I have no regrets.
Do we
Yeah,
have a
but this
name for
town
the
has
forest?
Satanists.
Do we have like a name for
Rumor.
Another the nice kind.
Alleged Satanist, except for Damien, which is a known Satanist.
So they're like, That was-
Josh's family. Sorry, you go.
I actually just meant to say like, so, oh, there's like 2. Cool. We have 2 Satanists.
Josh's family totally lives at 666 Main Street, right?
Yes.
That would be probably one of the reasons, you know, stupid kids going like,
Oh no! Wait, am I his neighbor?
maybe.
So, Damien, what about Noah makes you jealous? Insanely jealous.
Remind me, how is this person?
He just sleeps all the time. He's chill, but he's a nice guy.
Yeah, chill, reserved guy. Riley gets along with him.
I
too.
got it. You know what? I'm just gonna throw this out there, and this is a provocative question for you. I know the answer to this, Noah and Aaron are a thing.
Oh, that would make sense.
I was gonna say that I was jealous that he sits at the sun because he can sleep at the sun and that's warm and that's cozy. But now it's a whole nother level,
Yeah,
okay?
so
Jealous.
in fact,
Fucking Noah.
yeah, we'll say Noah and Aaron are a thing.
Oh man, so this means
What?
like Aaron and Noah were kind of like the friend circle that Riley had. Aaron was just like, no, I'm not gonna deal with your bullshit, and Noah's just like,
So,
I'm
Damien,
Noah.
Noah just wants to be friends.
how are you trying to turn the tables here on Noah?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I need to start putting my grinds going. This is gonna be interesting. um, I would probably make a bargain, but I still need to think of a good plan how to.
So let me just say this instead of like digging into your playbook. What is one thing you think you can hold over Noah's head?
What?
Yeah, like what is one thing you think you can hold over Noah? Like
Hold
what do you
over.
like what rumor do you know or think is true about Noah that you think you can hold against?
Oh, juicy. What can I say about him? What am I going to say to fuck him over?
Just by the way, Noah's like right now like genuinely still the only friend like that Riley still hangs around from her older circle. And you know shit about Riley. So I don't know, maybe you might assume.
So no one knows about Riley's bullshit?
Damien knows about Riley's bullshit.
Damien does.
Damien does. I'm asking if Noah does because he's an
We could find that
older
out
friend.
later.
Good point. I don't know. What could Noah do that's kinda that I could have leverage on? Maybe I saw him buy something that makes him in a compromised position. No.
Is Noah a he?
They, them.
They them.
They
It's
them.
a-
What
It's
if
a
you
them.
found their stash of pornography? You know, their weird fetish that is embarrassing.
This
What
guy's
if?
like sleeping. He's
Now
just
you don't want you don't want
Come
it to
on.
be something that's like a string. So you want it to be like a rumor. Something that you're
Oh.
not sure is true.
Rumor has it that no.
has it.
Yeah.
This guy sleeps all the time. Just
Yeah,
by the
it's hard making a fucking rumor about someone that fucking sleeps all the time because this guy is me in high school.
and he doesn't really.
Why?
He's they're very reserved.
But
So
why is he sleeping all the time, I guess? Like,
Yeah.
what's he doing at
Yeah,
nighttime?
maybe he's
Oh,
into
no.
something that's keeping him
I
up all
have
night.
I have an idea, but I'm not sure if it goes over any veil or something.
I don't know. Mention it, and if it does, we'll tell you.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
What if it's a rumor that he
Very. Just by the way,
what?
they.
I'm
No,
sorry.
no, it's
They.
I know the name is.
What if they I'm so sorry, Noah. What if they sleep around at night to earn some cash money?
Okay.
I'm sorry, Noah. I feel like you and me are like buddies in the heart, but shit.
Aw,
It says Noah partakes world's oldest profession.
calling them a prostitute.
That's what Damien just said.
Wow, Damien. I'm not sure Aaron would like if he
They
heard-
trade in sexual favors.
I'm not sure Aaron
I
likes
can't
that.
question is,
say the business is
why?
booming in this tiny town. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe Noah's like taking the bus, like out of town. You know, the midnight bus, night run.
It could be something that he's like out a lot often and not like around the town not around the actual, the cul-de-sac around as much and more in town.
This town's
And
not
people
very
don't really
big.
know what the hell he does.
And then again, that is something that teenagers will definitely make up,
Yeah.
even in case that's not true.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that is
Yeah,
definitely
I
some shit.
remember you would
Oh,
have
that
like
was a prostitute, and it was just like, huh? No one probably doesn't know this rumor, and I'm. It's probable that Riley does though.
So,
I remember you would have like 3 days off of school and come back and there'd be like all sorts of rumors about like
yeah.
where you'd been and what had been going on. Normally
So,
your friends would have started them.
what is the teacher's name?
Alexandra Von Hex.
Mrs. Von Hicks.
Heck, sorry.
Cheeky.
Mrs. Von Hicks. Okay. Put that in there. Mrs. Von Hicks.
Hey, in between when we finish and next time we play Pat, can you put the notes up that you've been taking about the like
Yes, please.
NPCs and stuff?
Yeah, I could put it up.
Sweet.
I'll probably do Kumu.io, which lets you do character maps. So that'll probably be. Okay, so we have a few empty desks here. Let's say, and for these characters, all we need is a name, and anybody could throw these out. A name, and not even like a relationship or anything, but like who they are. Like such and such, president of the math club. That's all we need. So as soon as you get something, say it out there and throw their name on the table.
I got one.
Yeah, I got one too. But you go, Lou. Sorry.
Okay. There's a kid called Jimmy.
Jimmy.
He's about he's like 23 or something. He's come back to high school, and he is on the run from drug dealers in the city. So he's keeping a low profile, and this is actually one of my friends in high school.
So here's the thing.
taking
I said we needed a name and just a short description of who they are. And okay, 23-year-old on the run from drug dealers. That's Jimmy. Okay.
Wow.
So who is Jovi? Putting in Jovi.
That's me. Jovi is this very shy Asian girl that I have talked to a couple times because I'm trying to set her up with Lone Wolf.
Oh God.
Set up with. All right. We got 2 more desks here.
Roxy, could I? Do either of you want some of those desks?
You feel like I'll give you mine.
Let me come up with something real quick.
I thought you already had.
I
know, right?
I might have.
Okay, I got one. We don't have a jock in this class.
Oh
we
no, we
don't.
don't.
I
That's
was
so
gonna
right.
We now have a
that.
jock, and his name is Mikey.
Of course, his name is Mikey.
Mikey is the beefcake captain of the basketball team.
Oh no, he's not.
Why don't
What
we have a
about the,
cheerleader too?
What about the son or daughter of the teacher? That's always weird when you're at school and the teacher has a kid in the class.
Yes.
Make it better. Make it the principal's kid.
Okay, cool.
Oh
gotta
my
be-
god.
Like a cheerleader too, just to be the extra.
Do you have a
back.
name for
Yes,
them?
please.
Sasha.
Yeah, I like that.
Sasha.
Sasha. Is that a he, him, she, her?
She, her doesn't take no shit.
Daughter of the principal. That's gotta
Also
suck so bad.
Also cheerleader.
Also cheerleader.
That is also gonna suck.
We did have a cheerleader. Isn't Vanessa a cheerleader?
Yeah,
Yep.
but Vanessa is
You have
like
to have more than
the
one.
second-rate cheerleader. This one is like the top-tier cheerleader.
She's the top
Queen
queen.
bee.
That's why they
She's-
sit on opposite sides of the room. She won't even
She's
sit next
the
to Vanessa.
header of the
What a
thing.
biatch.
She's like the header of the thing.
When they meet for practice, it's like, don't even look at me.
Yeah. Biatch. I'm putting that by her name. And I'm spelling it Beeatch.
That expression was invented in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I remember
Yeah.
saying it.
Yep. Biatch. Sweet. So, how are we looking on time? Lou, you got to take off in 30?
No, I'm all good.
Okay.
Rosie's doing 2 hours of dancing now. She's stoked on a Wednesday afternoon.
Love it. Love it. So, let's take about 10. Since we're going about 2 hours, let's take about 10. We'll come back and we'll play out a scene. We'll have at least one scene in this session, all right? We'll be
Cool.
back in just a second, folks. Okay, we are back from our break, and let's go ahead and have us some Monsterhearts role-playing here for a little while before we knock it off for the night. So, yeah, all of you are in this class, which I can't remember what Lou called it, roll something, but we'll call it homeroom because that's what us Americans call it. This is homeroom. This is the class before you go to your classes. It's basically where they take roll to make sure you're at school. You're only here for about 15 minutes every morning, and then you go off to do your normal high school schedule, whatever classes that may be. So, look at the seating chart real quick. Yeah, there's like, while you're sitting here, Miss Von Hex just gets done taking roll, and there's a knock on the door, and she goes over and she opens the door, and you can see it's the principal standing out there, and he kind of leans in and he whispers something to her, you know, and she looks back over the class after whispers it, and you know, it almost seems like she has a worried look on her face, but then she looks back to him and she says, "All right, 1 second, class. I'll be right back." And she just steps outside the door and she shuts the door. So the teacher is outside, and Sasha stands up and says, she comes to you, Victor, and she's like, "Look, I don't know what they're talking about out there. My dad, this is Von Hicks, but look, my dad's going out of town this weekend, and thinking about having a get together at my house tomorrow night."
Do you know, darling? Who else is coming?
Oh, I mean, hopefully all the cool kids come, except for that dweeb that's over there. Don't tell her.
Don't worry about her. It's fine. It's fine. I have a couple friends that I can bring. It's gonna be fantastic. Are you gonna spike the punch?
Well, I mean, you know, my dad's a teetotaler. He doesn't drink at all. There's no alcohol in the house, so like, you think you could get alcohol?
Listen, honey. If I couldn't get alcohol, you wouldn't be talking to me.
Talking to you because you're the second
It's a
most popular kid
figurative
in here.
speech. Anyway, yes, I can get the alcohol. It's fine. By the way, anyone specifically that you want me to bring?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely bring that Damien kid. Like, I know he's weird as shit, but like, I don't know, there's something about his eyes.
Yes, he has very nice eyes. Listen, I will see to it. I'll see to it. Just give me until tomorrow. All right?
Well, you only got till tomorrow. Tomorrow night's when I want to have the party.
Darn it. Give me until tonight.
Okay. Yeah, tonight.
You know, honey, this kind of pressure that you put on me is why you can never get a man.
What? What are you talking about? I'm the head cheerleader. I'm the shit. What do you mean I don't get men?
Sure, honey, but you don't get the man that you want. You just get a bunch of dicks that want you.
Well, I mean, everybody wants me. You probably want me.
Honey, please. You know I'm way more gorgeous than you are. You want me.
Go ahead and roll to shut someone down.
Sure thing. That's plus what now?
Shutting them down is plus cold.
Oh, I'm not cold at all. This is not good. Submit. Any other modifiers? I don't know.
Nope.
Partial success.
Oh, hold on. I'm not on the roll screen. Wonder. Like, I can't see it.
Oh, are we supposed to fill in the hot and cold things? Because I didn't.
Yeah, so on your character sheet, you'll have 2 stat lines on the PDF. You pick one of those stat lines.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So you get a partial success, and on a partial success, shut someone down. You do shut them down, so that is a hit. So
Yes.
you definitely insulted her. But at the same time, you come across poorly, and they give you a condition in return.
And conditions will be.
Conditions are narrative, so they don't have any mechanical impact on the game. What they are is like a condition on your social status. So, like, you
Okay.
could give somebody the condition of geek, or dweeb, or slut, or stupid. That's
I will definitely take slot.
no. She's not gonna give you slut.
Damn it.
But you also get to choose one from the list. You have the basic moves in front of you. There's also a handout in Roll20 that's got the basic moves.
Yes, I do have the handout. Shoot someone down. They give you a condition in return. They lose a string on you. They have a string on you. I think that they gain a string on me.
Okay. So Sasha is gonna gain a string on you. And the condition she's giving you, which is it's kind of like a social tag. So a lot of people will react to you this way, like they see that as your social tag. You're conceited. So that's your condition.
Conceded.
Yeah,
Okay.
conceited.
Writing it down.
He's like, you're so full of shit, Victor. God, you ain't all that. You're not.
Oh, I am.
No, you're not. You're
Sure,
just
honey.
so full of yourself. You probably stare at the mirror every night. That doesn't get past the fact. Look, we need alcohol, okay? So like, I'm just let me know tomorrow at school if we're good to
Yeah,
go.
I'm gonna get your alcohol tomorrow morning. It's fine, honey. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna talk to Damien later, see what he says about this.
Yes, please do. And Nessa better not be at my house. I'm gonna put that on you.
Listen, honey, she might try to come, but it's not on my invitation.
She's like, whatever. He goes and sits back down at her desk. And let's jump over to Riley. Riley, you're sitting in front of Aaron and
No.
right next to Noah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you're sitting right behind Victor. Like, you overhear this about the party.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, what do you do about it? Do you just keep that to yourself?
If Noah's not freaking sleeping,
Well, Noah might not be sleeping, but he's got his head down.
yeah,
Or their head down.
I could see Riley probably like, hey, Noah, hey, like,
What, Riley?
you're sleeping, right? So you didn't hear that.
Tired. Hear what?
The conversation Sasha and Victor just had.
What? About what?
There's gonna be a party tomorrow.
When?
Tomorrow.
Where? Sasha's house?
Yeah.
He's having a party at her dad's house?
Yeah. Apparently, Dad's not gonna be around. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's real cool, but it's fucking insane. It's the principal's house.
So that's exactly why it's cool.
Yeah, that's like more than cool. That's like a story that's just told for years, Shit. Kids that had the party at the principal's house. Holy shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I gotta like make a way to get there though.
Show up.
I don't know if I'll be invited though. I mean, you didn't hear the like Sasha just wants all the cool kids. I don't know.
Riley, stop overthinking it. It's a party. Everybody's just gonna show up.
Well, I'm pretty sure at least Vanessa is not going to be welcome there, so at least that, right?
I bet you $10 Vanessa shows up. I bet you $10.
I know she's going to show up and then just get kicked out. Or either that or Sasha's going to freak the fuck out.
Oh, either way, who gives a shit? It's
Are
our
you coming
house.
or not? Like, if I'm to go, are you going with me?
I don't know, Ryan. Why don't you go
It's
with...
Ramadan.
Look. Yeah, I got shit I gotta do.
Again? You just said it. This is the shit. And you're not gonna, like, come on, Noah. Where else are you gonna be that is better than that?
I can't.
If you find a one reason better than that, I'll give it to you.
I'm working. I'm working.
On what? Wait, since when?
I work in the city.
You found a job in the city and you didn't tell me? Where are you working?
I can't say. But I'm working. Just trust me, I'm working.
Noah. You can sell me things, right? We're friends.
Alright, look. He looks back at Aaron. So? Aaron, you going? Aaron's like, oh yeah, I'm going. I wouldn't miss that.
I'm surprised you're growing. You're always giving shit about it.
Riley, come on now.
You always start shit about that.
Start shit about what? I was just
You
saying
know,
you need to make more friends, but you keep trying too hard. Drive people away.
I'm not driving anyone away.
Yeah, but when you try too hard, people get annoyed at that shit.
I'm not trying too hard.
Not at
But
this
like, I'm
moment.
not just gonna act like I don't know. I'm not gonna act like a dweeb.
Look, we go to this party. Just can you be chill? Be chill like Noah is.
For one, nobody's chiller than Noah. But fine, I'll try.
That's right. Ain't nobody chiller than Noah. He like looks over at Noah, nods his head. Alright. Well. Alright. We'll go together. Right, Noah? Noah's like, yeah, fine, alright. We'll go
Great.
with you.
Great.
But don't go running your mouth all over the place. This is Aaron talking. Alright? Don't go running telling everybody you going to a party because people are gonna be like, so what? You know, we going to the party too.
Okay, I won't.
Alright? Gotta be chill about it. Chill.
Stop acting like you're my mom or something, or my dad. Jeez.
Alright. So like he leans back. Let's jump over to Hannah. Hannah, you're right there next to Lone Wolf. Y'all probably talking about a song you had wrote together and maybe working out a
Yeah,
little bit of
Lone
the
Wolf.
details.
Lone Wolf drumming on the desk with his with her pencil. Sorry.
And let's see. Look at my notes here. Yeah, so somebody passes a note over your shoulder and it's sitting behind. Oz hands you a note over your shoulder. It says party at Sasha's Friday night. Bring some juice.
Yeah, I think Sasha's Hannah hits Lone Wolf on the back. She's like, dude, it's totally a party. We should see if we can play at the party. Hey, wait, we won't even. She won't want us to play at the party. We'll just take our shit, and when everyone's drunk, we'll just set up and start playing. It'll be awesome.
I'd go to a shitty ass party at Sasha's house. She's such a poser.
Man, it's at the principal's house. We'll fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it. They have a pool. I'm gonna throw a heap of shit in there, like some paintings and stuff. It's gonna be like awesome. We'll be like rock stars.
Sick.
Sick.
Let's do it. We'll rock it down.
Yeah, we'll fuck that place up.
Oh man. Hey. Kinda like glances back at Damien. I think that shithead's gonna be there. Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be there. We'll push him in the pool.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Yeah, that fool don't know no music. You know we got in a fight last week.
Yeah, I don't know. I like all kinds of music.
Not some of that dweeby shit that Damien be listening to. God, it's so my problems. All this. Man, you just gotta fucking rock out.
Dude, that's pretty much what our music is like, but we just yell it instead of singing it.
Oh no. We rock out about fighting back. Not about, oh, woe was me.
Yeah, I guess it's just all how you look at it.
Yeah. I don't have this anarchy symbol on my backpack for nothing. Anna.
Yeah, man, but if Damien's okay, I mean, we'll totally push him in the pool just because there was a thing. Like, anyway, he totally needs to he just totally needs me to laugh at him while he's flapping around in some water.
What is with you in this pool? It's like all you could talk about.
Yeah, man, just what's with you getting at me about the pool?
I don't know. You just seem to be getting soft, Hannah. Shit.
I'm gonna lash out physically. The teacher's not here.
No, the teacher's outside.
I know you're not meant to name the moves in like PBTA games, but that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
I think I'll just Lone Wolf sitting at a desk. I think I'm gonna like just kick the desk back into her. So hopefully like it all just falls over.
Okay, so lash out physically, the move is like you are intending to do them harm.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna fuck her up.
Okay.
She's being a dick. Okay. Will I roll on it?
You're rolling volatile.
Sweet. Ooh, I'm good at that.
That's how you play a ghoul. Do shit. Oh damn!
Wow.
14.
Boxcars.
So yeah, you deal them harm, and they choke up
I'm
momentarily
like,
before
how's
they can
that for
react.
fighting back?
The fuck's wrong with you, bitch? Christ, what the Shit, my arm.
You said you like fighting.
Like
How
what
do you
happened?
like that?
What happened when you kicked the desk? It like pinched her arm back with the desk behind her, where the basketball dude's sitting, and like it like totally like cut her. Like she's bleeding. She's gonna have to go to like the nurse. Fucking A, Hannah. Jesus.
I think everybody will have noticed this.
Oh yeah, everybody sees this. It was
And-
loud.
Victor just tells us, whispers to us like, "Holy shit, they're gonna fight! This is great."
Like, and Riley is just going, no, holy shit. Hannah's starting shit with Lone Wolf.
Hannah,
Victor
what-
is looking back at Shirley Queen Bee right now, like, see this? This is good.
Yeah, so like she's like looking around. Lone Wolf is like looking around. Everybody's like staring at her, right? And her like arm is like bleeding. So she's like kind of holding it. And she looks back at Damien. She goes, "The fuck you looking at, nerdo?"
I'm looking nowhere. That
Yeah.
serves you well, though.
Whatever. You want more of this too? Shit. And I
You
take
should get that checked, honey. That's gonna leave a scar.
So like right when that happens, Miss Van Hex walks back in, and she sees Hannah standing up, and the desk all turned sideways. Or Lone Wolf standing up? Hannah, are you standing up too?
Yeah, because I'm probably fixing the desk up.
Yeah, Miss Van Hex is like, "What the hell's going on in here?"
Lone Wolf was leaning on a chair and she fell back. I told her she shouldn't do it. Did you hear about that kid that broke their neck swinging on their chair?
Hannah, I swear, you just didn't say weird stuff all the time. You wouldn't say anything at all. Sit back down.
How it's... Oh man, that wasn't weird. It totally happened.
Sit back down, Hannah, please. Are you okay, Lone Wolf? Lone Wolf's like, no, I think I need to go to the nurse. The Miss Van Hex comes over and looks at it. She's like, "Geez, you did that almost falling out of your chair?" Yeah, Miss Van Hex. I was being reckless, swinging in my chair, and I fell backwards, hit the desk behind me. Can I go see the nurse? Miss Van Hex. Yeah, go see the nurse. Hope you don't have to get stitches. So, Lone Wolf goes out the front, and Damien, you just saw all this happen, and like everybody's kind of like, you hear that little whisper between everybody, like talking about like what just happened between Hannah and Lone Wolf.
Serves her right.
So, like Aaron looks over to you, like, Damien,
Yeah.
don't talk much, do you?
No.
Why not?
Because why should I?
Because you're a human being.
That's an interesting point, but I'd not see correlation.
Beings are social creatures.
Not everyone needs to be social.
Wouldn't have survived the Stone Age if it was social.
What do you want? Stares a little bit.
To see if you wanted to go to a party.
Maybe. Where I want to try keeping her cool. This is like it's usable in this situation because I don't feel like so.
So you want to try to keep your cool? So what are you afraid of here?
I'm afraid that he knows that I like it.
Okay.
Right off the bat.
I just see Rally just staring at this like,
So when you try to keep your cool and act despite fear, name what you're afraid of and roll with cold.
Oh shit. I don't need to comment on this, right? So
Arshel, on a 7 to 9, the MC will tell you how your actions will leave you vulnerable, and you could either choose to back down or still go along with it. So what are you going to try to do to keep your cool?
evading eye contact.
You're just going to stare him down?
No, I'm avoiding, literally. I tried to, but nope.
Oh, you're
Abort
just
mission.
you're just gonna turn your back on him?
Probably, yeah, the face, like, maybe.
Okay, so if you do this and you turn around and totally ignore Aaron, he's not gonna stop. He's gonna get even worse.
Oh, shit. Bring it.
So you can still choose to, or you can just go through
Bring it.
So you're gonna turn your back on him?
Yeah. I am.
So he comes up. He's like, wait a second. He leans like even closer. He looks back at the teacher to make sure the teacher ain't looking at him. What are you doing?
Nothing.
That's not how a human being acts. A human being just doesn't turn their back on another human being while they're talking to him.
What do you want? Okay, I said I might be interested in going to the party. Okay? Is it okay?
Well, I'll take a might be better than a no.
And why are you inviting me anyway?
Guys, and it doesn't look like you got any friends. What's it like to go through this world without friends?
Okay. I'll go. Okay, you convinced me. I'll go.
So, like, as soon as you say that, Vanessa turns around. She's like, "Party? What party? There's a party?
Vanessa, no one talked to you.
Oh no, there's a party.
How loud is she?
Yes,
being?
there's a party, isn't there?
Oh dear God,
Is
help
she being
me.
very loud about this?
Yeah.
Not like super loud. I mean, because the
Okay.
teacher's back in the room, but you could tell she's like excited.
Like, Vanessa, no one invited you. Okay?
Might as well tell me. I'll find out anyways. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't, I guess. When I look at Aaron's eyeglasses.
Aaron looks at Vanessa and party. It's like, Sasha.
Aaron, don't tell her to. Jeez.
What? Riley? Ain't no big deal. The whole school's gonna be there anyways. Who gives a shit? Vanessa? Yeah, it's at Sasha's house. Well, it's at Sasha's house. I ain't going. I gotta put up with enough of her shit on the cheerleading squad. God, she's such a bitch.
That's why I was saying for you not to tell her. I mean, it is at Sasha's house.
Riley, don't speak for me. Are you su-
Fine.
I mean, everybody knows she's a bitch. You don't need to reiterate that for them.
You might want to speak louder, no? So she hears you.
What? Speak what?
Nothing.
That Sasha's
Nothing.
a bitch? And Miss Van Hex is like,
Oh my God.
what? Who said that? Sasha is just glaring across the room at Vanessa.
I'll Hannah points at her to the teacher. It was her.
Hannah points at Vanessa.
Yeah.
Vanessa looks at you and she's like, I thought you were a troublemaker. Why would you down another person?
It's because you suck. You're too happy all the time. It's weird.
What the?
Riley's laughing in between, like she's trying not to, but she just lets out a laugh.
So is Victor. Victor is trying to contain himself as much as he can, but he fails.
All of you, except for Damien, because Damien didn't say anything. Since you are all embarrassing Vanessa right now, all of you give me a shut someone down roll.
How do I roll this?
You're all rolling with cold.
Oh no. Do I just click on the little thing on the side?
Yeah, you should be able to click on the little die by your cold set and it should.
Okay.
Victor rolled an 8.
No.
Oh, Hannah 12. Riley rolls an 8.
Oh,
So,
fuck.
on a 10 up, you choose from 1 below. So choose from the shut someone down list, but there is no consequence, so you don't get a condition. Hannah, Riley, and Victor, you will gain a condition. So everybody choose one thing from that list.
Condition?
No,
I'm
you
gonna
don't choose a condition. You choose one of those things under the shut someone down list.
I'm gonna take plus
Where's
one
that
forward.
list?
It's
Wait.
on the basic moves sheet.
Wait.
If you look at the place where the character sheets are, there's also a handout sheet. That's the one.
Oh.
I'm
But-
gonna gain a string on her.
You're gonna gain a string on Vanessa.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can mark that on your character sheet. You gain a string on Vanessa for snitching on her.
It's on the shut someone down run, right?
Yeah.
So I pick one of these?
Yep.
You know, I think I'm also gonna take a string on Vanessa. That is a good idea.
Yeah. They gain no. Yeah. I'd like that too.
So all of you gain a string on.
strings on Vanessa.
Yeah. So all you gain a string on Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
Victor's gonna get another condition. So is Riley.
Gotcha.
Victor, let's give you the condition of. Let's just give you the condition of loudmouth.
Loudmouth.
Nobody's gonna trust you with a secret because you have loudmouth.
Oh, that's not good for a Fae.
No, it's not.
Riley, we're gonna give you the condition of. I don't want to use the word brown noser. What is somebody that like follows on the coattails of others?
Not coming up with the name actually.
A bandwagon, yeah.
Kind of like a minion.
Yeah, I kind of like that. A bandwagoner.
Do I just add this to the condition?
Yeah, you add this under your conditions. So that's how like people view you. So like whenever I want to like interact with you, I will look at your conditions, and that's I'll use that to drive NPC interactions.
That's good.
Hannah rolled high enough on cold because Hannah is a cold, evil ghoul. That is apparently volatile as hell as well. What is your cold rank rating? Lou?
It's just a 1.
Oh, rolled really.
Yeah, it's volatile that I've got the 2 in.
Yeah, so Hannah's going to be getting into a lot of fights. So with that, the bell rings, and like Vanessa grabs her stuff because like this happened right at the end of homeroom. So like Vanessa grabs her stuff and goes to go out the door, and Miss Van Hex is like, no, you're not going anywhere. And like pulls Vanessa back into her, and like as Sasha walks out of the room, like you can see them two just like drilling each other, just looking at each other like, oh man, that's not good. Riley, you see Aaron like walk out with, as opposed to walking out with either you or Aaron. And Victor, you probably walk out and like you and Oz are probably discussing the party. And Oz is probably telling you, yeah, I told Hannah and Lone Wolf about the party.
Did you know? That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
They're
they're
good.
they're
You
cool.
see how she pushed Lone Wolf? That girl has guts. I
I'm gonna call
love
it guts. Easy.
it. That's just another word. It's fine. I do have a small list of people that I want to invite us, and you're going to help me with this. But we have this little tiny thing that we have to do too, and you're just the right person to help.
Why? Why is it just me?
No, it's not just you, but
What?
you are involved.
Victor, you say you're the best at everything. Why can't you do this yourself?
Oh, honey. Because if I got the booze all by myself, you wouldn't be drinking any of it tomorrow.
Please. You can't deny me booze. Come on, Victor. I'm your drinking
Then you're
buddy.
gonna help me get it. Gonna make you work for it.
Oh, come on. How are we gonna get it anyways? We ain't got no fake IDs. Only one liquor store in town.
There's friends in high places. We just need to find them.
You need to find somebody with a brother that's in college.
Yes, we do. And it's just, I think I know somebody that might be able to help. And Victor tells us I'll be right back. They go towards Riley. Is Riley still on her desk?
They're probably still they're kind of stunned that their friend left with Damien and going Noah, are you okay with that?
And if you're on your desk, Victor approaches, sits on your desk, crosses his legs, and looks down at you from over his shoulder. Like, hello. Been a while.
Hi.
Hey, I need some help, and I was wondering if you could help me out. It's for that party that everybody has been talking about. You know, the one?
Yeah, I heard Sasha talking about it.
Yes. You see, I need to gather some supplies for the party, and it will be great. I will be so grateful if you could help me out.
Victor, roll to turn Riley on.
Sure thing. I have a string on them too.
So
Fuck.
you can spin the string to get +1 to your roll. But you have to do it before roll.
Pulling strings.
Oh, you're gonna use a pull a string move.
Yes.
Okay.
When you spend a string on someone, I will tend them to do what I want, which is help me get some boost.
So Riley, that is your choice. If you do this, get an XP. If you
I'm kind of wondering how she'd do this. She doesn't really have
Doesn't matter. We're gonna find out.
but sure.
We might rob somebody. It's fine.
She is that kind of person that would be going to do stuff just because influential. So yeah, she would go on it.
Yes. And by tempting you, I suppose that implies that I'm playing onto the string that you want me, and I know you want me. Would that be fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Fantastic. Recruited some help. Now I need
Nice.
to find somebody else to help me with this.
So Victor erase 1 string on Riley, and Riley, you get 1 XP point.
Where do I add that? Just by the way.
On the character sheets, let me look.
Experience, yeah.
So once you hit 5 XP, you can take an advance. Or when you fail a roll, you mark XP as well. So
Okay.
let's go ahead and end the session there. Next week we have a party planned for. We have booze to get. Damien has a lurker on to annoy, and Hannah needs to avoid getting into fights.
Yeah, I was thinking I'll probably head towards Lone Wolf and try mend my relationship so we can go fuck shit up at the party together.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out next week. If any of you come up with like any arcs you kind of like want to dive into next week, let me know on Discord. Say like I'd like to kind of see my character get involved with this. Just let me know and we'll tie it in next week. So let's go around the table, have everybody say bye, and then we'll take off for the night. Start with Roxanne.
Hey guys, I'm Roxanne, and this is the first time I played Monsterhearts. I'm liking this shit. You could follow my Twitter if you want to check out some art. Maybe I'll do some of this, maybe not. We'll see. And my SoundCloud is the same, Roxanne Nebula.
Awesome, thank you. And Lou.
Yeah, I'm excited to be playing this with you guys. I've only played like a one-shot of Monsterhearts before, so it'll be fun to like explore the game and the character a bit more. I'm looking forward to repeatedly dying and then just inexplicably being back again.
I was about
later on.
to say the ghoul is a perfect character for Lou because Lou can just die as much as he wants.
Yeah. Anyway, all my stuff is Lou played on the internet. If you want to stalk me, then you can do that.
Awesome.
Send me lavish gifts. It'll be awesome.
Send Lou lavish gifts on the internet. Thank you, Lou. Kurai.
Hey everyone, Kurai here. You can check my stuff on Twitter, Instagram, and ArtStation at Kuraidan_. Yeah, this was also my first time playing this game, and it's being amazing. Hope you guys like it. See you next time, I suppose.
Awesome, thank you. And Dolan.
This was also my first time playing Monsterhearts, and I'm having the time of my life. This is great. I should have played this before. You can find me at Dulenheim on Twitter and as Fernando Dolande on YouTube, where I upload the videos of my games that I'm recording for the Gauntlet.
Awesome, thank you, Dolan. And I am Patrick. This isn't my first time playing Monsterhearts, but it is my first time running it. And I'm really hoping that it follows to the tune of Monsterhearts runs itself. So I'd like to see that happen. And hopefully it'll be a little less choppy second session.
I think it's also a really good game for you, Pat, because like you're really good at doing like heaps of different NPCs. You're one of the people that I've seen that's able to like do convincing conversations even between two NPCs. Like, yeah.
I've never realized I can do that. Do I do that?
Yeah, you do it like really well.
You do it with the principal and the teacher, so it worked out very well.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you were doing it in our other game like quite often too. You're good at it.
Cool. I've never actually realized I could do that. Sweet. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining in tonight, and join us in next week as we watch these teenagers dig themselves into deeper holes, because that's all they'll do. They're teenagers. They'll just get holes. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll catch you next week. Bye.